Greta Gerwig, thank you for coming back to see us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I mean, this must be so fun.
I can't believe it. It was amazing. There was so much screaming and happiness, and then
Yes.
I mean, I had a whole speech which I didn't say. I just
No, your speech was perfect. It was great. You were so you, and it was awesome. I mean, Lady Bird, let's just say, won Best Picture, and also Saoirse Ronan won Best Actress.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. That was so cool.
Yes.
But how long have you been? Let's talk about this. How long have you been working on Lady Bird, and yeah, what is?
Well, I've wanted to be a writer-director for a long time, but because I didn't go to film school, so I sort of did it on set. When I was acting or co-writing or producing, I was like figuring out how you get a movie from page to the end of, it's being released. And so I was working on the movie. I wrote the movie. It took like 2 years to write, and.
Wow. And you've never written a film or just tried to write some before?
I had co-written 2 other films. I co-wrote Frances Ha, and I co-wrote Mistress America, and I'd co-written a couple other things, but I'd never done one completely on my own. So I'd written a lot of weird plays in college, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, of course it does, yeah. But I heard when you first wrote the screenplay, it was like
350 pages.
50 pages long.
350. But then I reduced it down to a sleek 120.
Yeah, which is good. That's perfect.
Yeah.
And how'd you get Saoirse to be in it, or did you know each other? Or?
No, I didn't know her. I was looking for my Lady Bird, and then she read the script. She was given the script. She read the script. She loved it, and then we were both at the Toronto Film Festival, and we sat in a room, and she read Lady Bird's part, and I read everybody else's part, and it was like another person had entered the room. It was like I just knew right away, and it was so instant, and she's so fabulous in the movie. If you haven't seen it, she's so good, and so is Laurie Metcalf.
Oh,
and
Laurie Metcalf and Beanie's Felstein's great, and we love her too.
Yeah.
Laurie Metcalf is unbelievable. I was like, but everyone's phenomenal. Saoirse, has an Irish accent. Not in this movie. I was like, wait, I know her. This is phenomenal.
I know.
I can't even believe the amount of talent. Laurie Metcalf. I just loved. I want to know.
And Tracy Letts.
Tracy Letts.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah.
You said that Laurie Metcalf. You said she's a real straight shooter.
Yeah, she's like. I knew her from theater mostly. She's on Roseanne, and she's very famous for that. But she's a theater actor. She's from the Steppenwolf Theater in Chicago. I'd seen her in a lot of productions, and she's just the most focused actor, so no nonsense. She's
give me an example.
Well, when we were in Toronto with our film, I was doing Tracy Letts, me, and Laurie were doing this thing where we were being interviewed, and then they were asking fun questions, and they were like, "Who are your fashion icons?" And Tracy was like, "Pass." And then I said, Patti Smith, because
she's
so
cool.
why not?
Yeah, she's awesome.
The best.
Absolutely.
And Laurie said, so sincerely and beautifully, she just said, the mannequins when I walk into Target. And I was like, I love you. And she said, they have a great return policy. And
give it a little props to Target. That's fantastic.
And she's just the most sincere.
They have a great return policy. It's funny, yeah.
And she just meant it. She meant it.
If you haven't seen Lady Bird, can you explain what it is? It's like a coming-of-age film. Is it loosely based on you? Is it based on you?
Well, I was sort of actually like the opposite of Lady Bird when I was growing up. Like Lady Bird she makes everyone call her Lady Bird.
Yes, this girl, so she makes everyone call her Lady Bird.
Yes.
Don't ever just call me Lady Bird.
Call me Lady Bird.
She's in high school.
And her real name's Christine, but she doesn't do that. And she dyes her hair bright red, and she's kind of like a rebel. And I was not any of that. I never made anyone call me by a different name. I looked like a young Martha Stewart.
But the part about your the mom, was that real life?
Definitely the mother-daughter relationship is something that I'm really interested in because I feel like it's so rich and loving and complicated and fraught and I wanted to show that, but I definitely elaborate. It's not like my mother and me, but it is, the heart of it is really close to my heart.
Well, you knocked this one out of the park,
Thank
pal.
you.
I'm so happy for you. I want to take a look. This is a clip here from Lady Bird, written and directed by Greta Gerwig. Check this out.
Thank you for letting Lady Bird come to my grandmother's Thanksgiving, Mrs. McPherson.
No more politeness. Call me Marion.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Mr. McPherson.
Please call me Mr. Larry McPherson.
Sit down, Danny. Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Hey, I'm Miguel, the brother.
I think Lady Bird wants to make an entrance. She's mad we don't have a spiral staircase.
Shelly
What?
is my name.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
It's funny, on my way over here, I went over the train tracks.
Oh, you took H Street.
Right, and so Lady Bird always says that she lives on the wrong side of the tracks, but I always thought that that was like a metaphor.
Oh.
But there are actual train tracks. Oh, hi, you look amazing.
What the hell is in the duffel bag?
Don't worry about it, jeez.
My grandmother will love that dress.
Our thanks to Greta Gerwig.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.